Hey everyone. Hi, Calculus. Um, so good to be able to talk to you all again. I hope you're all safe. I hope you're all staying sane and doing things to help with that. Sorry about the glare on the glasses. There's not really any other good spaces for me to work in my apartment, so hopefully you'll bear with that. I'm just here to answer a couple of questions that have come up about how things are going to work for the next little bit. And I'm going to lay out the schedule through the AP test, which will happen online. Right now, it's going to be all free response problems, and it'll be covering, they said 75%. For us, it's really closer to 90. The only topics that you won't see are polar and parametric. Everything else they'll be there, including some series. They're not going to do all the series. Apparently, they're only going to be looking at geometric series, harmonic, P series, and then the tests, they'll look at the alternating series test and the ratio test. And then very beginning Taylor polynomials, so like the ones like we had on that first quiz where you write out the first couple terms, things like that. Those are the topics that they're going to be looking at from series, but otherwise, everything else except for polar and parametric are potentially on this test. So, um, what they're doing, and so I'm going to sort of follow their lead since they're the one writing the test. What they're doing is that every day at 8 o'clock, they are going to have a live stream video hosted by uh, a teacher that they have had create a video for them. That live stream happens at 8, and then usually the video is posted by 10. So we know what the topic is for the next day's video, and you'll have access to that. So each day I will link to that video. I will put up the notes that we did on that topic, which I'll have in the heading of the notes. It'll have the homework, so you'll be able to look in the textbook. If you have that with you, you'll be able to do some review. And then I will post on AP Classroom a short quiz, and it could be anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. 15 minutes is kind of longer, but because all the AP questions this time around are going to be free response problems, I do want you to make sure that you're practicing those. So once in a while, I'm going to throw on some longer ones. Just be prepared for that. And that's going to be an AP Classroom, which I'll post a link to on the first couple of assignments just so you get used to going there since we haven't really done it in this class. And once everyone finishes those assignments, I'll be able to share those answers out with you. Regarding getting answers and getting help, if you haven't filled out the survey already, please do. Uh, and that'll tell me what time I should be most available for help. I'll be available either in Zoom meetings, uh, or if you can't make it for that time, I'll also be just answering questions if you have things like that. If a ton of students struggled with a certain problem on the AP classroom question, I might make a little video of that explaining it, and I always will post PDFs and written descriptions along with videos because I know that our internet isn't always going to be great. And so while video might be really hard to access, you'll always have some written summary of what I talked about uh, that you can look at as well. Let's see. Any other? The main thing, last thing, is that because we're doing all of our quizzing someplace else, you want to make sure that you're marking the assignment complete once you've done it in AP Classroom, just so it disappears from your planner and it doesn't look like you haven't done the assignment. It doesn't really affect your grade at all if you forget to do that, but it might annoy you when you see it's all clogged up with all these like overdue calculus assignments. So hopefully that answers the first round of questions. Um, I'm going to try to get into Nova sometime this week and scan in any outstanding corrections and things that you want so that you can work on those and raise your grade in Infinite Campus. You can send me pictures and things like that of your corrections. Um, but I'm still operating under the assumption that we will be back together again at some point this year in Nova. If that changes, I will absolutely let you know as soon as I know anything. But if you want to send me pictures of corrections and those sort of things, that's absolutely fine. So keep the questions coming. I know there's a lot, and there's some that I just don't know the answers to. But please let me know what you're concerned with, and I will do my absolute best to help you. It's really great to be able to be working with you all again. And yeah, stay safe, and I'll get back to you within 24 hours.